Alright guys, welcome back to Hardcastle Homestead. I'm trying to find the limited shade in the backyard right now. I'm happy to be back with you. Today is a pretty chill day. I know I promised to take you guys along for the seed starting. I failed. But if you didn't catch the last video, which new channel, you may be finding me for the first time, fully understandable. We went through and rearranged tables so that this is east facing. My house, the front of the house faces east. So this is directly south. And then over here is west. And the door is placed on north. So, I don't know if you can see. She's got tools. Luckily that bed has not been broad forked yet. So right now I'm okay with that. But so yeah, we got a lot of rearranging done, a lot of trash taken out. I have a sitting bench now in here that was back by my shade garden. She needs one more coat of paint just to be freshened up so she feels right in the space. This is a really quick tour, but we've got elderberry going. I'm very excited for this. Our rose bushes that I found at Lowe's. I did move this guy over here because I do not plan on using him a lot for planting. It's going to be more for frequent flyer grabs as I need to grab stuff for the garden. But some news. Look, I had honestly given up, but my daffodils are coming up. They are actually emerging and I am lost for words. The irises are coming up. The tulips have been my strong runners that gave hope and faith back to my gardening skills. You can see, there we go. Little ones singing. Irises are all coming. So, don't know if you can read the tags, but here's some of my zinnias. And they are popping up. They have their first true leaves on. Some of them still trying to emerge from their shells. I don't pull them off if they are still very tight on there, but what I do is I will just very lightly take off some of the debris that's next to the seed, and sometimes it's ready to become on. The seed's ready to pop off, like this guy. Other times they're not. Do not pull them. Let them come off naturally, or use the spit method. I'm not going to show you the spit method right now, but basically you dab your middle finger and your thumb with a little bit of your own saliva. The saliva stays on the seed longer, and that liquid in your saliva allows the plant to continue to open with the seed to let the leaf out. Down here, you see a little lavender popping up, our marshmallow root, and our German chamomile. Here, I'm going to actually flip you guys around, so one second. All right, and then over here, look at these baby asparagus. This is what growing asparagus from seed looks like. And quite literally, as they come up, I mean, it looks like asparagus, and then they open up and feather. And if you allow the asparagus that you buy in the store to do that as it's being picked, it just creates this beautiful bush. Over here, we've got some eggplant actually have popped up. Normally it takes longer on my eggplant and my peppers. So I was impressed to see those pop up already. We've got lots of tomatoes. Here was that little one where I was afraid with the 25 seeds in it. I'd have a lot, and I do. Those seeds are 5 years, 6 years old, and yeah, I still have that good of germination on them. And then over here you can start to see some of the peppers popping up. This tray will be coming in with me on Friday and Saturday night, just because we are going to be having right around the frost temperature, and I don't want to heat the greenhouse. I would rather just bring it in because we're going to have storms, and I don't want to leave a heater in here. We've got the ranunculus flower, and you can see the combs They're just starting to show a little bit of life. That's my first guy so far, but they've only been planted for a week, so it's not a big deal. And then over here, kind of going on what I just got planting, guys. I'm so sorry I didn't bring you with me, but we'll go through everything right now, what's going to be grown. Lime basil, 3 cells. Lemon basil, Genovesa, basil lettuce leaf, Emily basil, blue spice basil, lemon balm, black sesame, fenugreek, cumin, holy basil. And then I've got a few different asters, violet and apricot. I've got amaranth. I've got Galindria, I think that's how you pronounce that one. I've got a Queen Mix Salvia. I have a Globegilia, Giant Noble Spinach, Bloomsdale Long-Standing Spinach. This one's really good for if we start to have temperatures increase faster than what it may happen this year. We've got Green Choy, Purple Choy, poppies. We've got Falling in Love, Black Peony Poppy, Pandora Poppy, the Crimson Feathers Poppy, and the Black Swan Poppy. I just planted these yesterday, so no seedlings will be popping up yet. Yeah? Still gotta clean all the trash up out there. It'll get done though. It will get done. Tomorrow's trash pickup. And I plan to bring the dumpster back around. Over here, we've got Great Lakes crisp head lettuce, Freckles romaine lettuce, Pablo lettuce, iceberg lettuce, Bib butterhead lettuce, prize head leaf lettuce, the Four Seasons lettuce. It's also got a French name. I did not pronounce it though. Took France, or French too. Took France. No, I took French in high school. It's not my best suit now. Let's see. I've also got the Butter Crunch lettuce, giant mustard, which I'm gonna try and harvest the seeds off of this for mustard seed. And then I have some pink surprise calendula. And then yeah. That's kind of what's going on in the greenhouse right now. I do have my purple lettuce out in the garden, so I will be planting that today. And I might just take you with me as I plant it in the failure bed. I don't know if it's because the dog laid in it all winter, or if it needs a broad fork to it, or if just it's coincidence with all the stuff that's going on. But I have a little bit of kale popping up. Everything else I have planted in that bed is failing. Hi, can I see? Oh, okay. She said no. She's got a rubber mallet hammer right now and a pepper stake, and she is ready to garden. But yeah, I don't know why that bed is failing. So I've got some of that purple lettuce, and I'm going to plant it in the bed as a test run. And I don't work much this week at all, so I'm going to observe it every day and see if it's actually maybe the soil that's doing it, or see if it's just all these different coincidences that have lined up of why that bed is not succeeding, because I want to make sure that's one of my beds that has big plans for. You okay? You bunk your head? Take a breath. There you go. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's the bed I also plan to do like tomatoes and my beans in, and if there's something going on where the soil needs to have extra amendments on it, or I need to do a little bit more research on what's going on with my bed, or if it's like the water, or I have no clue. But we will be going along in an adventure with that. I'm not too worried about this lettuce if it does die. It's a small investment because of all that seeded lettuce I have in the greenhouse right now. So that is why we're using my already pre-started lettuce. We'll figure it out together though. That's the important thing. When you have failures, and you're gonna have failures, you could be a master gardener and there's always gonna be a risk that there's gonna be a failure in the season. Don't see it as, oh my gosh, I can't do this. You have to problem solve. You have to figure out what exactly happened to make this not work this year. What can I do better as a gardener, and what should I acknowledge happened that maybe was out of my control as a gardener. It's not always something we can control. It could be a season where you have a monsoon in the spring and all of your spring crops get washed out. I belong to a local buys, trade, sells farm page, and one of the gals in it, she had her in-ground garden fully washed away last year, and I have the raised garden, so she and I were able to barter chicken eggs for a bunch of my kale because I had planted 40 kale plants. So I would just bring her grocery bags full of just kale leaves, and as she waited for her second succession of plants to come back up, and I got a lot of eggs out of the deal, which was great, and a new connection here in the area, because you need to build communities so that you can actually be successful. It's very, very hard to do this all on your own, and it takes time also. If you're in your friend group and your friend group doesn't necessarily have the same ideas or values that you do when it comes to wanting to grow your own food, that's okay. They're entitled to their opinion, but also don't feel like you should give up because it's not the norm necessarily if it's not in your group. Just take time, try and make connections, and that will be the best way to know that you're not alone. There are other people out here. Heck, if you are close to Springfield, Missouri, hit me up on a message and we can talk gardens if you want to. We can do a coffee date if you want to. I could talk all day long about homesteading, and I have. And my friends hate me for it, but they really love me. It's mixed feelings. But I love them and I love what they do. So reach out. What's it gonna hurt? What's it gonna harm? Sorry, we're having the waves up. Really warm days, really cool days. Today's a medium day where I'm gonna let the greenhouse get some fresh air through it because it will be locked up in the next few days from the cold. And there's a cat watching us over the fence. Oh, that's creepy. I like cats, but this cat's a jerk. He beats up all the other neighborhood cats and I feel so bad for them. But my dog's usually out here and barks at him to stay out of the yard. Yeah, so be looking forward to what's coming next. And as always, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Make sure to go outside and get your hands dirty. Bye, y'all.